For the Jays, the Huskers, and even you Jayskers, we are 1620 The Zone.
Hi, it's me, producer Josh, director of audio for 1620 The Zone. It's my duty to inform you that if you watched Nebraska basketball last night, you could be entitled to financial compensation. When watching a basketball game, it is a reasonable expectation that both teams combine to score more than 100 points. You didn't ask to be subjected to subpar basketball last night. That's 2 hours of your life that you are never getting back. Someone's got to pay, and that someone is Troy Dannon, Fred Hoiberg, and Jawan Gary. If you're interested in joining a class action lawsuit with the intention of creating a structured settlement, call 1-800-SCORE-MORE. That's 1-800-SCORE-MORE. Take back your life with 1620 The Zone.
Wow. Is that true? So what are you offering? What is the I'm proud to announce that I am now a part of my first class action settlement against a company that I actually love dearly.
Well,
but
that's the ones who hurt us most, isn't it?
Not this one. I haven't signed up for this yet because I don't know what what am I entitled to?
You should get paid for watching that game last night.
So money. You're offering money? I thought
I want to be crystal clear about this. That was a parody. I'm not offering anyone anything.
Somebody is offering.
I'm saying we probably could get together and start a class action lawsuit for whatever the hell that was last night.
More so than money, Josh, I know how these things work. 2 years, you sign up for this thing and then 2 years later you get a check for $25 in the mail and you're like, this is kind of disappointing. But what I want is I want my time back.
Can't get that.
I want my time back.
You will never get that time back.
But that's what class action, that's what I'm suing for. I'm suing for my time.
Thousands of you said, I will watch Nebraska basketball tonight. And not a single one of you came out of that happy.
What if they would have won? Would they be offering this class action lawsuit the ability to sign up for the repercussions?
Honestly, probably not. No, because it would be a win is a win anyway.
That's exactly what I would have said.
Doesn't matter if it looks like crap.
If Nebraska's signature win in the season would have been winning 47-46 against Michigan at home, that would have been that would have been nice in and of itself.
Lights out defense.
Got an email here from John.
Hi, John.
On the Equitable Bank inbox. Does Josh regret uncanceling Nebraska basketball? Now, did you do that?
No, I never did that. I want to be, again, crystal clear about my stance.
I don't know that you doubled down on your cancellation.
I did not double down, but I did not rescind it.
So is this an opportunity to double down again?
I'll tell you what I've told you all year. They're good. And they ain't hanging any banners this year.
No, what do you mean? The crown. I'm just kidding. They're still. They're still going to end up in the NCAA tournament. That's the funniest thing about all this. I think they're still going to end up in the NCAA tournament.
As soon as I learn what the college basketball crown is, then maybe we could talk about hanging a banner for winning.
Don't you see those little icons that they put up there on the screen when they show the bracketology? There's a crown there.
There's a crown there. I don't know what that means.
It's the NIT.
But it's not the NIT anymore. The NIT still exists, right? Because the SEC is not a part of the college basketball crown, right?
Yeah, that's right. They're making a competing tournament with the NIT, which everyone asked for.
That's dumb.
We all wanted this.
I'll tell you right now, it's dumb.
I want a class action lawsuit for that.
The college basketball crown.
If your team has been placed in the crown tournament and they are being forced to play games by Fox Sports, you could be entitled to damages.
Yeah, no, this team's going to win 18 or 19 games in the regular season and make the NCAA tournament.
And then when you get there, you have a chance to win a basketball game, just as they had a chance to win a basketball game last night.
I guess technically you're right.
We're going to probably feel a lot different in because it's a roller coaster, right? Like
It is.
right now. If you're telling me this is the team, and then this is the team that's going to break the forever drought of winning an NCAA tournament game for Nebraska, that is still very much on the table.
I guess
very much on, like, this
isn't
team,
that kind of fitting?
This team will be enshrined in Nebraska basketball history, every single last one of them, including the person who Josh is suing, Jawan Gary.
The people,
one of 12 from
are
the
suing
field,
Jawan Gary,
or 2 of 13 from the field.
Like a little bit better ROI than that. My tax dollars are paying his NIL.
Are they?
No, not
I
at
don't
all.
think that's how NIL
That's what
works.
people say, though.
I don't think that's how NIL works. Oh, boy. So the defense was good. The defense was good. The defense was good. The defense was good. They allowed 49 points.
Or was the shot making terrible?
Well, I mean, look, I thought Nebraska's energy on the defensive end was very good. No sarcasm. Like,
yeah.
They played defensively plenty well enough to win that basketball game against Michigan last night. And that's what I thought. I gave you the whole thing yesterday, and people laughed and laughed and laughed. I said, I think Michigan will fall into the Nebraska trap. I think they will.
No, I mean, you said they'd win, but if you want to get technical.
And look at what happened. They fell right into the trap.
They did
5
fall.
of 27 from 3. They fell directly into the trap. Michigan went 5 of 27 from 3. They went 18 of 61 from the field. Neither team shot over 30% from either the field or 3-point range. Nebraska, 0.687 points per possession. Michigan, 0.7 points per possession. And we're talking about, like, it's not like the tempo was particularly slow either. I mean, Michigan had 70 possessions. Nebraska had 67 possessions. Yeah, so Jack John writes in.
Hi, Jack John.
Anyone who watched that game last night and thought by some chance both teams were just cold all night, no ball. You don't know ball. Both teams should have had 5 guys foul out apiece. Neither team even made the double bonus. Just the way it was officiated. I mean, you did have some dudes just getting run over, and the foul was on the person who got run over. So there was that.
I saw that a lot, and I thought, oh, here we go. Nebraska basketball fans criticizing officiating. A tale as old as time. And then I watched some of them, and I'm like, okay,
we'll continue this conversation in a minute here too, because let's spread out a little bit. We're going to talk about Nebraska basketball for like the next 20 minutes. So let's set the scene here. I want to hear from you guys. 402-951-1620. You could tweet into the show as well. Nebraska seemed literally, and they seemed like they looked at the scouting report and they saw that Vlad Golden and Danny Wolf were down there, and they watched them and they were like, okay, we're going to go in there sometimes, but we know that their presence, has a monumental impact on the game. I just thought Nebraska, number one, looked kind of scared to take the ball into the paint, and then did a horrible job of finishing through contact. I mean, you have to, if you're going to take it at those guys, even on the possession, and I know, you got to make threes and you got to make shots to win it. Nebraska went, I believe, 1 of 7 on layups last night. 1 of 7 from point blank range. Point blank. And yes, that's because they have 7-foot tall people, multiple of them. But also, I just felt like they thought they were going to have to go. They were like, we're undersized and we know what we're going to have to do. We're going to try and draw some contact. Like, you actually have to make an attempt at scoring the basketball, especially if you're not getting calls. And there was some fighting in that game last night. No doubt about it. Some hand fighting, some contact. And that's how it results in a 49-46 game. Part of how it does anyway.
Berke out there looking like Philip Seymour Hoffman from Along Came Polly.
Dude. He's a tough watch.
3 ball.
He's Rain Man. He is a tough watch. On offense, in particular. Defensively, I mean, he clearly takes up space and is able to move guys and stuff like that. But I don't know. There was one that I pointed out on Twitter last night where, like, Gary had the ball right wing, Berkay was wide open left wing, and the only person even near him was, I think, Golden, and he was like in the painted area. And Gary looked at him, like he stared him in his face. And he's like, all right, I got my options here. I could either skip pass and get it to Berkay for a 3-pointer, or I could drive and probably run into the 7-footers, or I could shoot my own 3-pointer. And he did not pass it to the wide open guy. I just think that and he's getting reintegrated back into everything, but I think he's practiced over the last couple of days. Yeah, it was not a great offensive night last night. So we'll dive into the details as we continue on. And of course, we would love to hear from you all. 402-951-1620. We'll take your thoughts and we'll continue on Nebraska basketball when we return on 1620 The Zone.